Together here, as you see, we made an announcement this morning that Austin will go on medical scholarship going forward, and that it's something that he and I discussed quite a bit over the last couple of months after spending really almost a year observing his progress both on and off the court, and it seemed like the right thing to do after a lot of discussion, right? So we're here really to answer any questions that you have. I'll be very transparent with it, because obviously it's been a tremendous story of grit and confidence and hard work that I think will continue in the right way. Just right now, he'll be practicing with us on a limited time, maybe reduced to about half the amount of time, and making it mandatory for him still to lift, to continue working his body. He'll be in some drills. He will help us as a student assistant. What assignments I'm going to give him, I don't really know right now. But this will allow him to really concentrate and focus on his academics and service in other ways, community relations. I think that's going to be a great thing for him to represent our program and our brand by speaking with young people all over the country if we can. And then he'll remain every single resource every benefit that our current players get right now, he will get. Whether it's gear, whether it's his locker, tutoring services, summer school, everything in that regard is exactly the same. So I don't think you can do this at a lot of universities. I believe we have 4 or 5 medical scholarships right now on different teams. I think Austin is the 5th, I believe. So he's actually excited about it, and we entertain any questions that you'd have.
Austin, you've talked about how much Coach Beilein has done for you in this program. Was it hard to come to the point where you thought, okay, I won't be on the floor again?
No, it was not hard. Just the fact of the matter is my academics are the priority for me. And I'm not going to be a pro basketball player, obviously, but I'm going to have to learn and become a pro at something in life. So I'm excited for the opportunity to focus on my studies.
Austin, as you look back at this season, what sort of stands out in terms of memories that you'll take forward from it? Is there any
Absolutely.
one or two moments in particular that you look back at?
The free throws obviously are memories. Versus Coppin State, those are the memories I'll have for the rest of my life. Scoring in the Chrysler Center for representing the University of Michigan. That's something I'll never forget. And just the brotherhood that we formed here with my teammates. And I'll be real brief with you. I really, to be completely honest, I didn't know how I was going to be coming here. Obviously, my role on the court is limited, but all my teammates have really embraced me, and they appreciate all that I can contribute to the team in whatever capacity that it is, on the floor, in the locker room, in the classroom, and they're all just great, a great group of guys.
Also, we've asked you before about how everything that would happen be a big national event. You get on the court, national story, you make a free throw, national story, and kind of trying to find some normalcy in everything you do. Does this aid you in that, to kind of becoming a normal college student, essentially?
Well, I'll tell you, my goal is not to be normal. I don't want to be average, because I think if you set the goal of being average, you're more than likely you're probably going to end up being average. And I don't want to be average the rest of my life, and I don't want to just be a quote unquote regular college kid. Obviously, being a student athlete is a tremendous responsibility, a tremendous opportunity as well. And I feel very blessed to be in a position to represent Michigan, whether it be on the court, in the classroom, in the locker room, whatever it may be. I think I can contribute to this program in any way, whether it be on the court or in the locker room, in the classroom, etc.
Austin, you mentioned some of the things like community relations, more time in academics. With the extra time that you'll have, whether it's 10 hours a week or whatever, what's your hope to get out of that? Do you have a major in mind? What would an ideal year look like for you next year?
Well, if I have more time, I'll probably be able to take more classes, which will be nice, because obviously, you know, as Coach said, you know, we spend 20 hours a week in this building during the regular season, and you know, say I'll only be here 10 hours. That's 10 hours I'll have to study and learn more. So I'm definitely excited about that, and I'll be able to take more classes and broaden my horizons, if you will, explore new fields, and find out what really it is that I'm interested in. I want to go into business, but I'm not exactly sure what form of business just yet. And so hopefully, the extra time that this medical scholarship will allow me to pursue a broader scope of study.
John, you said in the release that you're hopeful NCAA allows you guys at some point maybe to, I don't know, put Austin back on the team. Is that possible? How does that work?
Well, that's something that I think is way in the future right now. Our whole thing, I think, is to try to get him where he's really comfortable right now with his role on the team, while he still works at his body. I mean, his body's been through a lot of trauma. So I don't know where that will stand, but that's a decision that'll be made later on.
Would that be something you'd have to ask them about?
Yeah,
especially?
absolutely.
Just for clarification, with athletic scholarships going to 4-year guarantee, how do medical scholarships work? Is that something that's renewable, or what is?
I would assume it'd be the same. It would
Okay.
be the same.
I didn't know if that would like change.
Yeah, I can't imagine it being any different.
Right.
You know, that it's still gonna be renewed every year for the 4 years.
Okay.
So in his situation, it's 3. We ran into the same thing with Ben Cronin 5 years ago. And he actually was given a 5th year because he was student teaching. So the university couldn't have they supported this 100%. When, after Austin and I discussed it, we came to them. It makes a lot of sense.
If you wanted to like do something, you said, trying to maybe get him back on the floor. If you wanted to make him a walk-on at some point, could you still be on a medical scholarship and do that?
Now, the NCAA is going to only allow us to have third. If he had to pay his own way, I haven't thought about that.
Right.
I would assume right now we should just leave it right where it is. That he's going to help us. He'll be in a sport coat and a tie, and I think that we're going to find roles for him on the court, off the court, that would be helpful for us.